clean my motor carriage. There appears to be blood on it. And see if they can find a bicycle clip. Now, it should be stuck at in the little silvery bit down at the front there. Well, at least that's where we hit him. The clergy around here are so foul-mouthed.
Very good, Mum.
Blast these boots! Jarvis! Oh, good Lady Huntingdon. A pleasure to make your acquaintance once more.
That was quick. You're dressed rather smartly for a cleaner.
I beg your pardon. Oh, I think you must be mistaken, Lady Huntingdon. I'm Albert Lord Fairbank.
Good Lord, yes. You're George's father.
Understandable confusion. Difficult circumstances of a last meeting.
A fine shoot, nonetheless. Outstanding luncheon. Excellent brandy. If I recall correctly, I bagged 24 pheasants and a brace of beaters.
I think it was only a half brace.
Well, I suppose technically it should be shared with Cousin Harold, but I was the one that finished them off. He claims to have been distracted by a comet.
Comet? A likely story.
Is he here?
Oh, good heavens, no. I'm sure he would have told you he was coming. Besides, I thought he hardly ever left town unless there was a gin shortage.
I wasn't aware that George had a fondness for gin.
Oh, he doesn't? I see. Oh, no, George has just popped upstairs with Arthur, that intellectual friend of his. I'm surprised he's not here to greet you himself. No matter, we must get you new rooms at once. Did you bring your own staff?
Oh, I don't like to. A trip to the country spoils them. Show them an open field and some fresh air, and they're inclined to believe that they're part of a Tennyson idyll.
Too true, too true. Well, you're a girl after my own heart. Still, you must be tired and in need of a refreshment after your journey, so we'll get someone to take you to your rooms. Jarvis!
What kind?
Oh, dearest.
Yes, Miss Weekly.
Now, I know you've been a little forgetful of late.
Oh, nonsense. Have I?
Yes, dearest, and you did promise to keep the okapi out of the laundry.
Oh, not again.
Twice, dearest. And they're always so busy down there when we have guests.
Oh, I'll try and keep them under control.
And there's been a letter from the Royal College of Veterinary Surgeons.
I've been waiting for that.
Apparently it's not recommended that you keep rabbits and guinea pigs in the same cage.
So that's the problem.
Not entirely, sweet pea. Let me read it. Here it is. There will be a high correlation between the mortality rate amongst your rabbit and guinea pig population and the number of timber wolves kept in the same enclosure.
Oh, really? Oh, well, I'll go and let them out at once.
That won't be necessary. There is a nice couple of gentlemen on their way to collect them. It should help with the doctor's bills for Mrs. Eckersley's nerves. That, and she's been costing us a fortune in sherry.
Oh, but it's not the wolves Mrs. Eckersley's afraid of. It's the anaconda she doesn't like. And as for the sherry, I'm pretty sure she was drinking that before we got it. And it was your idea I got a pet.
A pet, dear, not a zoological garden.
Oh, well, it's a manifestation of what that chappie Freud said.
You know I can't do the accent, dear, but as I recall, he said, "Get this nutter off my sofa."
No, not that bit, the other bit, the bit about my worry about my heir. I think he recognised my concern about the fate of the family. My brother's not going to continue the family line. He spends most of his time 1,000 miles from anywhere. And as for cousin Eugene being the last descendant, bah! He's a politician! He's a cabinet minister, for goodness sake! It's not going to happen this way. I've had a paper drawn up. A tight little contract to ensure that George and Lady Huntingdon get married. He simply must settle down and start a family. I mean, Ida.
Oh my
both of them.
Bertikins, you can't.
Oh, yes, I can. It's the 80th funeral prerogative. Furthermore,
And she said to me, "Don't you ever do that again!" Oh, there's that maid again. Gosh, she's such a pretty one. I think I'll go and leave you two lovebirds alone. Wait!
My lord. My goodness, the dashing young gentleman. Be still, my heart.
I say, aren't we having an awful lot of weather recently?
I'm sure that we are, my lord. It is the time of year for weather, I believe.
George, please call me George.
Your lordship is to be engaged.
Against my wishes. I have no interest in her.
Really? How is that? George?
I could never love her. Never. Not even as one could come to love a bull terrier.
I see.
But I find myself unimaginably drawn to you, as if there was some bond between us before we ever met.
If only he knew the truth. I feel it too somehow.
It's just so awkward. There are such boundaries between us. If you were perhaps of noble birth, I should not hesitate to say that it was love at first sight.
I too would, if we were of the same station, be equally happy to return such a sentiment.
Gosh, really?
Yes, really.
Oh, that's just lovely. Let's just pretend that we're two ordinary people. I'll be an honest, hard-working tax inspector or something.
And I, a Sunday school teacher.
Yes, yes. Then we shall be perfectly liberty to